It's May the 4th time again. May the 4th be with you, or the Force. This time for my look, I'm looking at probably the most iconic spaceship of Star Wars, the Millenium Falcon. This kit was a labor of love, obviously, as a hand-painted piece. I don't airbrush, so everything, every detail, everything I do is always hand-painted. I just don't care to airbrush. Nothing against the art. I think it's wonderful for those that can do it. But I just love to hand paint, and that's just the way it is. This is the Bandai 144th scale Falcon. This is the one that, and it's about 7 or 8 inches long, and to be honest with you, I kind of wish I had the 72nd scale, which is twice this size. And it would be really, really cool to have. This, as you can see my hand, it's you know, that's the scale of it. And it's a really cool size. I like it when my figures, it looks good. You can set it in there anywhere. The 72nd scale one would be much harder to set in a display area. It would be about the scale or size, of course, of the old original model that came out in the late 70s, early 80s of the Falcon. And it was a cool model. At least from the top and bottom it looked great, but the cockpit was the wrong size. The hull was way too wide, too broad on the old kit. It didn't have the ratio quite down. You know, it didn't have this wonderful line. Now this, of course, is the later version. We'll pull this black cloth away. That's my desert base. This was the Bandai Force Awakens kit, and I got an aftermarket part to get the dish, the saucer round dish, and I've got Han and Chewbacca in the cockpit, so I wanted that one. You know, I wanted the Falcon with Han. I just stop moving. There we go. I'll make it worse. Anyway, this is the later version, and how can you tell? It's got the extra foot pad holder here that was not present in the Star Wars edition. This little guy, the little teeny one I have, it's about 4 inches long maybe. That's the Star Wars version. See, it doesn't have the extra foot pads. So if you were to look at both of them at the same time, you see the foot pads there on the bottom of the upper one, and they're not on the lower one. Well, that's the difference. This one is, sure enough, this is New Hope. There's your New Hope. That one, of course, is also hand-painted and hand-detailed. And Bandai, bless their hearts, make these things. It still took like an hour to build this little one. I mean, it took a while to build that. It took me a couple of days to build this one. It's got, you know, like every little pipe, every little bit, every little, you know, part of the ship is like a separate piece that you glue on. The docking ring was an exception. You know, this one you can slam together pretty fast. This guy here is really a lot of detail. We're going to turn it. I'm sorry about the rocking motion. That's on the base. I don't have fluorescent paint on this guy, so it doesn't glow. I did not light it. I'll move you out of the way. And let's look at some of the detailing here. Yeah, that guy's, this is a serious model, man. I mean, Bandai makes the best Star Wars models. Hands down, no doubt about it. And you know, if you are painting it, don't forget the rust stains and the dirt stains and the engine burns, and there's a lot of running rust on this thing. I remember when I saw Star Wars the first time, way back, thinking it has these weird orange stripes on it. I didn't understand. It's rust. It's just running rust and dirt and debris from the different places. There's also, of course, the hits, the scoring marks there, you know, where the guns hit there. You know, something would have flown by, you know, and left some kind of a gunshot mark. Yeah, I've got a little, it's an ornament TIE fighter. I didn't build this. It's just a little hallmark ornament, but it's in scale with this model. So, you know, hey, it's hard not to play with this stuff, people. It's just hard not to play with it. Anyway, this is my Millenium Falcon. Obviously, I enjoy playing with it and looking at it. I've had it bandaged up and packed away now for about 3 or 4 years since moving up to North Georgia, and I just took it out of the wrapping a few days ago, and it was like, oh my God, I've got this. You know, I can't believe I've built this. Built it about 5 years ago, you know, maybe a little longer. Really had a lot of fun. Really loved the dirt and the debris and the damage and the panels. A couple of the panel line places, a couple are decals. It came with these really cool press-on decals. Some are painted because I didn't quite like the color. So, you know, I did a lot of the dirt paint. I don't know if you can see the guys in the cockpit. I see Han there, and I think Chewie is in the other seat. Well, he's in there. I don't know how well I just can't focus on it. Anyway, this is my Millenium Falcon, and I guess the best thing I can say now is may the Force and the Fourth be with you. We'll see you next time. Who knows what? Next year we'll do some other 4th celebration, and we'll go from there. Have a great day, everybody, and enjoy this wonderful Star Wars time.